Now. All right, I'm going to show you guys how to set up your Google Doc in MLA format. If you don't know how to get to Google Docs, the easiest way to get there is go to google.com, and you'll see in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see this little Google app symbol. And if you scroll, you might have to scroll if it's not right at the top. Mine's always at the top. Go to Docs. And when you go there, you'll open up all this stuff. Yours might look less depending on what you have going on in yours. I've got lots of stuff on mine. You just click blank. And when you do that, it will open up a brand new Google Doc for you. I would highly recommend saving it as a particular name. If you're doing this on a computer, you can simply click where it says untitled document and you can type in whatever you would like as your title. I always find it useful to title it as the document is, or the assignment name. So this is, I would say, characterization, paragraph, English. Okay, just so you know what it is and you can easily find it if you ever need to find it again. So title your page. If you're doing this on an iPad, you might need to go to File and Save As, but it all depends on what type of device you're using. So first thing first, change your font to Times New Roman. Okay, so you'll see up here in your toolbox, you can change the font. If you hover over something, it'll tell you what it's for. So font right there. I told you guys the font size is size 12, so you're going to want to change it to size 12. And then you can start typing in your header, which is going to be your first and then your last name, your teacher's name, which is Candace. And then you're going to type in English 10, because that is your class. And then do your period. So say we're in 6th period, you will just go period 6. And then the date. I would like you to do the date in which your paragraph or assignment will be turned in on. So I'm going to do it for tomorrow for my 6th period class. So a very easy way of doing your date, 9/17/2020. Okay. So from there, you're going to hit enter, and then you need to put in your title. So if you look right here, you've got all of these alignment sections where you can left align, center align, right align. Now, title should be in the middle. So you want to center align it. Click that button. And then I'm going to do indirect characterization paragraph. You can title it whatever you'd like as long as it relates to the assignment. Okay, you can be as creative or basic as you need to be. Once you have your title in, you can hit enter, and then you'll notice it goes to the next line. From there, you need to hit the left align button. So when you see the left align, you'll see the cursor flash over here on the left side. That's exactly what you want. Now, this is where it gets a little difficult, the tab button. A lot of people like to hit space 25,000 times, or whatever number you feel like choosing, and that makes for an issue when you move on to a new paragraph. It's going to look awkward. My biggest recommendation, if you have a keyboard, in the left side of your keyboard, there should be a button called tab. Hit the tab button, and you'll see my cursor moved in, okay? If you don't have a tab button, there is some buttons up here at the top where it says decrease indent and increase indent. So go ahead and click increase indent and it will move the exact same. When you click either the tab button or the indent button, that ensures that your tab is moving over at the exact spot every single paragraph. So it all lines up really neat. It will please the OCD in you guys. So then you can start typing blah, 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 paragraph, paragraph, paragraph. Now look. So this is moving over like this. This is super unfortunate. This sometimes happens, okay? And this is what happens when you have like the words not all together, or when you're just doing random letters. So as you can see, it moved it for me, and that's really unfortunate. Why it does that, and it's gonna keep doing that if you hit the indent button, is because these lines are not broken. So what you have to do is you have to go to the end of the first line and hit the enter, and then notice where the cursor stands out right there. And then you can actually hit tab and it'll move over the things. This is because of what I'm typing. That's why it's messing it up all weird like that. That's just part of what happens with this stuff. So I will try to mess with that. It's just kind of weird on the Google Docs why it does that. There we go. My tab button did it. So it should look like this, where everything is lined up on the left side right here at the very end of your margin, and then the tab button has everything in here. This is just for the start of a paragraph, okay? From there, you have one last thing to do, or two things technically. You need to make things double spaced. Highlight everything you type, and then right next to the alignment keys are going to be this line spacing. Click on that and go to double. And then you'll notice everything is double spaced from there, okay? You want to make sure this is double spaced too. Your header, double, there you go. Then the very last thing is adding your last name and the page number to the top. So if you have a computer, you can double click. If you're on an iPad, just kind of tap at the top. I believe if you go to view, maybe it's in format. Oh yeah, you go to format and then go to headers and footers and you click on that, it would open it up as well, okay? You're gonna hit the right align button and then you're gonna type in your last name and hit space. And then you're gonna go to insert where it says page numbers. You'll notice there's a few different options for there. You're gonna click the first one and that'll give you a 1. Now notice how different my fonts look from here to here. You need to change your font and your header to match the rest of your paper. So Times New Roman, size 12, and then you are done, okay? So that is gonna be how you set all of this stuff up, okay? So if you have questions, email me if it's still not working for you, but please utilize this. Look at the example I gave you on the PowerPoint with the instructions for the CDW paragraph. It's the very last slide in that PowerPoint. And that also shows you a sample page set up as well, okay? There we go. That is how you are going to do this.